So now that we have our website created, we've published the URL and submitted the URL to the class website, it's time to go ahead and start customizing this website to make it your own. So let's start here with the heading. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. You got pretty much two options as of right now. Okay, so you can add something like ePortfolio, or if you want, you can add your first name up here, something like that. Those are pretty much your two options as of right now. Maybe later in the year we can start thinking about alternatives to that. But I'm going to keep it as such, okay? So we can leave that there like so, and we're going to change this header image in the background. The stock image that comes with each website when you create it for the first time is kind of this gray background with some geometric shapes and different shading, but it's really dark. So let's go ahead and change that. When you go into change image, that's just right here, change image, you've got all these different options. I would advise you, you can upload your own, but the formatting gets off if you upload your own. I would really advise you to choose your own. You've got kind of your standard geometric shapes down here and some other images up here as well. So I think I'm going to go with a beach theme today, okay? So there it is. There's my ePortfolio. Now you see down here that it's adjusting for readability. So it automatically, depending on the background you choose, it automatically is going to change the font color and the darkness of the image behind it. So if I went with a darker image, like if I went, there we are, to the this galaxy photo, it's going to adjust for the readability and change that to white automatically for me. So it doesn't automatically. If you can deselect that. But I would advise keeping that readability option enabled. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our name like so. So all you got to do right here in this white box, just scroll down here and double click. Once you double click, it's going to give you a few different options. And what we want to do is we're going to add a text box. So here's this text box. You can actually change the width if you wanted to add something over to the other side. It gives you these grids when you drag, depending on how large you want this text box. But let's go ahead and add our name here. Okay, and if you have your name up here, you should add ePortfolio down here. So it should be kind of a vice versa thing, or don't duplicate it. You shouldn't have ePortfolio twice or anything like that. But as of right now, this is normal text and it's pretty small. So let's go ahead and switch over. Probably one of these three options is your best bet. So I'll leave it something like that. If I wanted to, I can change the emphasis color. So if I wanted to put it in a kind of a shaded gray or a darker blue like so, that's also an option. And regarding more options, let's go ahead and go up here to the top right corner where it says themes. We can select a few different themes. So right now, Google Sites only has 3 different themes, pretty limited in choice, but it's a decent amount of choices considering all the different color schemes. So right now the default is simple with a blue color scheme. If you wanted to switch over to a green or a purple color scheme, you can see the differences here, something like that. Here's a gray color scheme. You also have the options of Aristotle, and you can actually choose the font style as well. And Diplomat is the last one. And I personally am a kind of a fan of the Diplomat Light. I think that looks pretty good. So those are your options regarding the design and formatting of your website. Thanks for tuning in.